My name is Damaris Gachar. I'm the prince of one of the most well-known tiefling royal families.
I'm Ben. I'm one of 2 flower pot men. I used to roam the land with my brother Bill.
Hello, I'm playing as Kada, who is an elf rogue, your typical sneaky rogue.
I am Drax Chuck Norrish.
I'm shaking my head so hard right now.
My character is Roan. He is a monk, but he was not always that way. He used to be a cutthroat and a brigand.
And from the crowd, a man with a deep and boisterous voice. He calls out, he says, "My friends! This is no way for you to be treated. You should be celebrated."
I do not need celebrations. Just food and money.
Food I have. I've got sandwiches.
Oh, he's got
I'm not gonna lie, I'm
sandwiches.
sold.
Turns out there's a whole lot of city right under our feet, burned down hundreds of years ago. And here we are, right on top of it. There's treasure down there. There's nothing that could go wrong.
There are plenty things that could go wrong.
The creature has beat its chest, and it begins to charge down the tunnel at you, very, very angrily.
Oh, God.
Welcome back to Instant Roleplay Live. A large, ape-like creature is about to charge the party, and they are prepared. Drax, you actually won initiative, so this beast is all you. What are you going to do?
Sick.
So in combat, you have a few options. You can move and perform an action, and then you can also do some minor things, like if you're drawing a weapon or something like that. Those don't really count against you. So the first thing would probably be moving if you want to get close to it, but you're not quite fast enough to make it all the way there on a regular move.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm 1 space behind. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna move like a couple. I'm gonna move like 2 or 3. Oh, I forgot I can't move until you say it's okay to move.
No, now this is your turn. You may feel free.
Oh, so I'm just gonna move a couple. And then, like, prepare, just be ready if he hits me with my, because I have my, what is it? It's a shield of some sort.
Mm-hmm. I want to point out how big this thing's fists are compared to your shield.
I know,
but
yeah. I'd rather be prepared than rush up and not be prepared when he comes at me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's good cautious orc behavior.
Big guy.
All right. Ben, the cleric, is up next.
Oh, I am?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. How far can I move?
Probably 4, I would guess. 4 spaces.
25, I think, for halfling.
Is it?
Yeah, usually it's 5.
Yeah.
So 4,
Yeah,
right?
Well,
five,
it would be 5 spaces if it's 25 feet. It just depends on what the actual... Yeah, it's 25 and 50.
Dawn, what square are you actually on? On
I'm
mine.
not entirely sure.
She's in that one now.
Okay. Okay.
We're happy there.
Let me just... I want to just read my stuff.
Okay. In the meantime, I will tell Drax, I'll tell you, Yaois, you may ready an action. So
Okay.
if you wanted, you could hold there and try to swing on him when he comes at you.
Ooh, I'll totally do that.
All right, so you're ready to take a swing at him when he comes close to you.
Yes.
Okay,
That way it's on my terms.
So that would be technically a reaction, correct?
Well, it's a ready action.
Yeah.
And then the reaction is when he gets in close, yeah.
Yeah, and you can only have one reaction during any given round, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Dawn, what's your chosen weapon? What do you prefer to use?
I have 2 daggers at the moment,
Ah,
and then I
2
have
daggers.
a ranged weapon. I can throw my daggers, or I can use a longbow, I think it is. So, yeah.
I think I'm just going to move... Yeah, I'm just going to move closer. Move about... Oh, hello, burning house.
Yeah, they get in the way, unfortunately, with the models.
I'm just gonna
This is an
move.
amazing application, Tabletop Simulator, but it does have a few, limitations, and especially when you include models like what we have here, which came off of the Steam Workshop.
Yeah.
So some of them don't quite interact how it,
Yeah, it really would. A flattened function would be pretty nice.
Nick, could you give me
Yeah.
a little more... in my head, it's not really going around properly, about the guidance spell.
Okay. Let me actually have a moment to look at it myself, just to refresh myself.
I guess it would be nice if I could touch your body and give you some guidance.
Whoa. Okay. Let's see.
To help you beat this monster. Ow.
By the way, are you a bard now?
Could be, if I wanted to.
Dawn, right now I'm using you as a human shield because you're bigger than me.
Oh, thank you.
I mean,
rogue as the shield.
I mean, technically, so the healer's using the rogue as a human shield, and the rogue's using the sorcerer as a human shield.
We're all using Drax as a shield.
I'm just going to turn around and go, you what, mate? You what? You want some? I'll give it you.
You
I
what?
love it.
Filthy
It's
halflings
actually
always eating my lambus bread?
Yeah. Where did the lambus bread go? Don't tell me you made a sandwich out of it.
There's crumbs in his jackets.
He takes it. He did.
Okay, so guidance is interesting. You have to reach up and touch the character you want to add that to.
Yeah.
The downside is it doesn't allow you to do it for like an attack roll or anything. It looks like it's just for an ability check. So, for example, if I cast a spell on somebody and they had to make a saving throw, I think it would apply there because you're adding your ability modifier. Well, maybe not even that. Yeah, no, those would apply. So yeah, if you had to make like a dexterity saving throw to dodge out of the way, then they could use your guidance, which you cast on them previously, and add a d4, which is just an extra die. So they're going to roll their d20, they're going to add their modifier, and then they're going to roll a d4 and add that to
How
their
long
total.
would guidance really last? Because duration seems a bit...
Combat is 6-second rounds, so
Right.
10 rounds per minute.
So say I did this right now on Dawn. If something goes wrong later on, she could use this to
boost that roll within
Yeah.
a minute. Yeah.
Okay.
And you have to be concentrating on it too. But that shouldn't be too big of an issue, I wouldn't think.
Okay. What actions can I do so I can use an ability? Can I because I don't really need a vegetarian sandwich.
No, that's true.
And Dawn's right here. So I feel like
So you can't like give her a sandwich and heal her with it or anything, unless you cast like a healing word at the same time.
can I just give her the sandwich?
You can give an item as a like sort of a minor action. I forget what they call it exactly, but an interaction
Bonus
I think is
action.
what they call it.
Take this.
yeah.
It's dangerous to go without sandwich.
Oh,
But I don't know that it's really relevant at the moment to give her the sandwich. Like you could kind of also just hand wave that away between combats. Combats are when it gets down to like what you're doing is tactical stuff, and you can flourish with roleplay and extra description all you want, but the tactical rules are what matters here.
I know, it's just that right now I don't think there's too much I can do tactically, so I feel like I should...
So
You can
thoughts?
ready an action.
Yep. You can do that, and you can also consider just maybe if you don't want to get into the fight here, right? Like that's a big thing, and you're a small guy. Maybe trying to play it smart and look at your surroundings, or just holding your action. You could just say, "I'm going to hold off and see what happens." You know, is the orc going to get creamed in a second, or is he actually going to hold his own against this thing? And then maybe I'll decide after that what I do.
I could use some more cream.
I think I don't really want to... There's nothing I really want ready.
Yeah, so why don't you just hold for the moment? We'll just put you on hold, and
But someone remind me to give that vegetarian sandwich away.
Okay.
I'll write it down in my notes.
Okay, good.
All right. Yeah. So vaguely, you're just gonna hold,
Yep.
and in that case, Rowan is up.
All right. I'm not gonna leave my orc buddy facing this thing alone, so I'll similarly charge up and I'll ready an action to attack.
Okay. And Kada.
hello. I'm assuming I can't sneak anymore because he definitely knows we're here.
Well, he certainly has eyes on you now, but you could try to get out of sight and then find a way to sneak up on him after the fact. Like
Yeah. Behind
sneaking
the house.
through that abandoned barn or something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go for that. So how many spaces can I move towards the house?
Well, you've got your speed.
Okay.
And
Are
let's
you-
just say you're in it for all intents and purposes.
Yeah,
And then from
let's-
within there is when you would take a stealth action to try to roll a skill.
Oops.
And
Sorry,
then,
Kada.
yeah, you can't
Sorry.
you can't actually put your figure in it. So just we're gonna say you're in it.
I got you,
Yeah.
Don.
You're in there. Thank you. That's good, Joe. You're inside the burnt out shop there. There's just like fallen timbers all covered with soot, and you maybe grab some and kind of rub it on your face so you blend in. and you're able to move through there. So now you can roll a stealth skill.
Okay.
So
Is
that's
that
your
a
D20. Yep. And then it is the modifier for your skill.
Alright, so what's that say? 20! Natural
Wow.
20! Woo!
Nice.
Pro roll.
So, yeah, you rub the soot, and then she just disappears. You know?
I am a magical ghost.
Yeah, that's a 25 for you with your skill
Oh,
roll.
wow.
So,
No one's seeing me. No one's seeing me.
so technically your creature, their enemy, gets a chance to roll against that, but you
It's
have
not
a
even
strong
worth it.
indication that it has no idea where you've gone.
Shh, you saw nothing.
Just a whisper comes from the burnt out shop. Yeah.
At this point,
Dawn whisper. Oh.
Hey.
Okay. All right.
One who whispers.
Okay. This creature, so enraged, so upset that somebody hit it. It just begins to charge straight down this tunnel. And when it gets in front of you guys, you do technically have a chance to... Oops, sorry. Picking you guys up. It'll land right about there. You do have a chance to swing on it as it swings on you at the same time. So you can go ahead and use your readied actions.
oh yeah. I'm a roll it down, roll it down, roll. Alright, so I'm attacking it first with my dagger, and it's going to trigger my martial arts. So I'll be able to flourish with a little elbow action.
Nice.
Is there a modifier for?
What do you? You're saying
Yes,
that
it's going to be your
right?
attack. So you're picking a weapon, which would be your longsword, like you said.
Yeah.
And you're going to look at your melee weapon, and then underneath that, it's going to have a total attack bonus.
Okay. So that means I rolled a 24.
Nice.
Definitely gonna.
Well done. Yeah.
All right, so with my dagger, I've got a 17.
All right.
With
very
the
nice as well.
with my follow-up bow action, I got a 21.
Wow.
Okay. What you find is with the shape of this thing, it's just massive, incredible size. Making contact with it is no problem, especially with those rolls. You hit in, and your blades find meat. And so now you can both roll damage. Nice.
Ace. So 11.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, I mean, just imagine your sword just sinking into like forearm on this thing.
Oh, sick.
I think that I'd probably roll those and not.
Yeah, you
drop
can just hover over them and hit R.
them. Oh, nice.
Ah, I wish I didn't have my shield out.
There you go.
3 and a 3. So
and
with
three.
so that's a 6 damage per hit.
6 damage per hit.
Yeah.
Do you, maybe it's because you have martial art. Okay.
Yeah, I'm hitting twice.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys both just
Land.
stand toe to toe with this thing and put some hurting on it. It actually it takes, because it was all happening kind of at once, right? This thing came in, it's knuckle dragging, it steps up, you hit into it, it roars out in pain, almost shrieking, and then it just backhands Drax.
Oh no.
So Drax, you're gonna have an armor class on your sheet,
Yeah.
Might just say AC.
or it might just say AC. Yep, that's true.
Armor
And-
class. Where would that be?
It's up in the top, kind of in the middle. It's armor class 18 for you, and it definitely hit. So its arm just comes up and kind of, imagine where you've sunk in with your sword. That same momentum it just brings back at you,
Ooh.
and catches you on the chest and tries to launch you into the air. You take 11 points,
Ooh.
which
That is-
nearly wrecks you. I mean, that's almost death for you as you just go plowed back. And
So I have
probably,
1 hit point left.
Yeah. Probably
is
fall on
tough.
your ass, and then this thing turns, looking at its bleeding wounds on its arms, and it starts to shamble away. It won't go anywhere this turn, but it is in the process of trying to retreat.
How
And-
far do I fly?
You're just knocked back. You're actually not thrown far. Maybe I should describe it better as you taking the hit and just kind of absorbing it, but it crushes your chest and you're left with like that sucking, air knocked out of you feeling.
Ouch.
And then, before it gets out of here, though, Damus is up.
All right, so
Damaris.
as I'm sitting here at the edge of the barn, I just saw Drax get completely decimated. I peek out from behind the wall that I'm sitting at, and I hurl a firebolt at the creature.
Okay.
So, you gotta make a ranged attack.
Does you're a sorcerer? Do they have like a at will kind of thing like in 4th Ed where you could use magic on a regular basis, or it's more like 3.5?
He just crit.
I do have cantrips and I do have leveled spells, and firebolt was a cantrip. So, how do you deal with damage on a crit as a DM?
So
Because
you're going to
I deal with it in a certain way.
Well, we're going to go by the book. So you get your double the you roll the dice twice, and then add any relevant modifiers once.
All right. Seven.
Okay, so no modifiers. Okay, so this creature turning its back on you gets pelted with a fire bolt that burns into its skin. I mean, there is this huge scorch mark on its stony hide, and it wails out sadly in pain with this just, and it staggers and sort of hits the wall next to it and drags against it as it tries to retreat. Drax, you're technically still alive. This thing is trying to walk away from you.
Oh, it's my turn again?
Yep.
I think I'm just gonna chill here, maybe retreat a little bit.
Yep, you can
Just in
disengage
case.
as your action.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up a little bit.
I just imagine you like crab walking backwards or something.
what I was thinking.
Are you gonna add in here attacks of opportunity or no?
Am I going to add in attacks opportunity? They're built in.
Yeah, but like, are you gonna be using that since he was trying to turn away and?
Well, it hasn't taken its action yet.
Okay.
So it's turning, but it hasn't left yet.
Okay.
And so he's disengaging.
Yeah, I'm disengaging. I don't want to die. First beast we take out.
Ben, your orc is not looking well.
Your description made me feel bad for the thing, so now I'm kind of like, I hope no one else goes and beats the crap out of it. But yeah, I'm going to move. I'm going to head next to Drax. I'm going to be like, hi, Drax. Nice loincloth.
Spank me,
And
daddy.
then cure wounds, I guess, because that's touch. I need to be right next to him.
Okay.
What do I do?
And I think that's 2d4 with a bonus, right?
Creature you touch regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability.
Oh, 1d8. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the potions. You're right.
So I need to find my spellcasting ability modifier. Wherever that is.
Vaguely, I always want you to be my healer.
You're not even hurt!
I know, but just like sentimentally, spiritually, in life.
I found myself a healer.
I might need to take a break and go deal with Joe. Just me
Oh,
and him alone.
We need to do some healing in
I
private.
say.
Okay, so that's a d8.
Do some role-playing with Joe.
When I get that feeling, I want vaguely healing.
I rolled a 4 and then plus my spellcasting ability modifier, whatever that is.
That's going to be your wisdom modifier?
Wisdom. So wisdom, ability
Should've been a
modifier
bard.
plus 2.
Yep.
So 6.
All right.
Math is difficult. Basic
6
math
hit
is
points
hard.
back for Drax.
Sick.
Puts you-
I can stand.
Yeah, puts you back at 7.
I should have been a bard.
Well done. Get that loincloth waggling again.
All right. So after
Vaguely.
Vague, Roan,
I'll give
you're
you
there.
a reward later.
You're right at this thing.
Mm-hmm. And
It wants to pull away.
It looks like it's supposed to turn tail.
Mm-hmm.
Rowan's monastic training is telling him, you've won the battle already. There's no need to really dig in anymore. But there's just this kind of primal enjoyment of violence that Rowan has. So he's kind of not listening to his inner discipline, and he's just gonna wail at this thing.
All right.
Uh-oh.
All right, first attack with the dagger. Oh, critical failure. Uh-oh.
Oh, the universe universe has spoken.
I'm okay with
Growing
that.
feet.
All right. So yeah, you. In fact, we'll roll this in. Oh well, I'm sorry. Kata is up next. Dawn, did I skip you in the whole first round?
No, she's
No,
still-
you snuck
I was
around.
in the
I'm
house.
sorry.
No.
Yeah, you did have an
Well,
action. Okay.
I do get a second action unless... is there a special effect for critical failure? Or,
There's not. It's just an auto miss.
Okay.
So yeah, if you can go ahead and take your second. Well, what's your second? Like when you attack, you get to attack again. you
yes.
mean? Okay.
So... Which is
There's a
11.
hand in the way. Blue, move your hand. Okay.
Will an 11 hit?
11 does not pierce this thing, so you probably make contact, but you're just, hitting like this rough hide, and it's not breaking through.
So Rowan's usual collected, combat style kind of gets overwhelmed for a minute, and he steps out in a bit of anger, and you can see that he loses the accuracy that he had before.
Yeah,
He swings a little too wildly.
discipline is tested. Kata.
I'd like to take this time to remind vaguely to give Kata the vegetarian sandwich.
Thank you.
I might need it now before my big
I don't know where
attack.
she's gone. She's disappeared for me.
Yeah, she is invisible as far as anyone is concerned. Kata, you're hiding inside that barn.
And you just hear shh. And I sneak up, poke my head through the back door. I'd like to go for a sneak attack on his big fat behind,
Okay.
if I can.
Yeah.
Because he's going to go back and get his friends if you don't finish him off. So, it's stabby time.
And his roars haven't called them already?
And my
Oh,
first thunderous attack
that's
didn't alert anybody else.
That's very true. Oh, Kata, no! Kata, that's not sneaky!
She's stuck inside the wall.
She scales down the wall like some kind of crab, and then, comes up behind him, sticks a dagger in its butt. Well,
Okay.
depending on my roll. Ah! It's a 3!
Oh. And I don't think your bonus is going to be enough then.
No bonus is going to be enough.
So we'll describe this sort of. It'll fit the scene pretty well, actually, because it's now the creature's turn. So it moves to spin away from you guys and make its way down this hall. Joe lashes out in anger instead of discipline, and as it's turning away, it sees him coming. It takes a swing against the wall and actually hits with such force that it begins to cause a cave-in.
Oh no.
Kata, you're coming out at that moment, and rocks are falling and crashing around you. You take your swing, but you have to pull back, else you'll be crushed. So you leap away just in time. It moves deeper into the hall, and the ceiling comes crashing down.
Oh no.
Look at those well-placed rocks on the outside of the map there.
Yeah. If they could land together, it's not working out quite how I want. But it comes crashing down, barring that passage, and the creature disappears somewhere in the dust behind. Barely. It's limping. It's sliding its arm against the wall. It barely lives. Yeah, I like the idea that, Kata, you had to, jump and leap.
Of course.
Barely land. Yeah.
The combat's done now, right?
Well, yes. Maybe. Because as soon as the creature has fled the scene, you hear marching boots come sprawling out of the wooden doors behind you. And I'm going to try to put these guys down without them all falling over comically. It didn't work.
Well, that was an easy fight.
Yeah.
I immediately hit the door.
Yeah, right? And they all bumble like stooges. Rushing out of the doors here are creatures with a sort of ebony purple skin. And can I actually change their color? Can I do that?
Yes, you can.
Boom. All right.
Fabulous.
We'll have varying degrees of purple.
Or ebony.
Or ebony, yeah. They come charging out. They're garbed in a similar armor that matches their skin color. They blend so well in the darkness is effectively the idea here. And one of them, the front runner at least, yells to you, "Sun-addled fools! Do they teach you nothing of traps on the surface?" And it's very easy for all of you to recognize what you're seeing here by their pointed ears, their white hair. These are Drow, or dark elves, some sort of hunting party of them. And
Drow.
And they're very angry at you.
Oh dear.
Oh shoot, I did not mean to do that.
I need some theme music. Drow.
You imbeciles have ruined our hunt.
You're welcome.
Well, you shouldn't have had your hunt where adventurers might be.
Oh, isn't that just quaint? Do you know how long we've been pursuing this beast?
7 years.
I mean, why are you pursuing it? Seems a bit dangerous.
It is our birthright to kill. And if you've taken that from us, then perhaps we'll have to take it back from you.
Oh, trust me, I wanted to take that right from you, but sadly, he got away. So, how about you just scamper on and leave us be?
Fire. And we're going to roll initiative here again for a new combat.
I don't have enough sandwiches for all these guys.
20!
All right.
Plus 3. 23?
16.
23 for Kata? Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's on it.
Vaguely, you said 16 for Ben?
Yep.
What's the ad again?
It's your initiative or dex modifier if you don't see initiative on there.
So I got 16.
Okay.
I have 10. I'm always rolling well.
That's alright. Everyone gets a turn. Unless
Okay.
you die before it comes up.
I've got an 8.
Okay. 8 for Rowan. And these guys.
Nick, these aren't Drow. These are statue warriors.
I don't have enough figures. I thought about doing like the paper cutout ones, like people have imported all of like the D&D art and stuff.
Oh man, yeah.
But I just wanted to do this. I don't know.
I wonder how hard it is to import your own art.
It's
Not hard at all.
Oh,
Not hard.
that excites me.
Very easy. Okay, so Kadra, you are actually up first at the back there. These guys are drawing crossbows, swords, and the one in the front, this kind of pinkish purple one, has a chain, a spiked chain that he's twirling around.
Oh, how fancy.
Oh, this is good.
Can't
This is
compete
gonna
with
be
that.
Maybe a Quentin Tarantino fight here.
Gonna be some blood. So I might go in the house again, as that seems to be my my sneaking spot, and stealth again. Get back
All right,
into
you
my
can go ahead and
stealth
just move
mode.
straight into it again, and then roll your stealth.
Ooh, let's roll
And
it.
they will be rolling against you.
It's 11, and I got plus 5, haven't I? So it's 16.
Somebody had to go and flip the monster in the background.
Well, he's dead now, so there's no reason to fight us anymore.
You all saw it. So what did you end up with your stealth?
A 16 total. Oh,
Okay. Kata is hiding. Ben, you are up.
How much health does Drax have right now?
7.
7.
Out of a possible...
12.
Yeah.
Okay,
Meanwhile, there is still the web-wrapped body hanging above the fountain, who is freaking out right now. It's just...
He can. I want to go behind Drax, just because he's bigger than me.
How much health does he have? 7? He's fine.
I want to heal up the rest of him.
Okay. Are you going to cast another healing? Do you have that?
Cure wounds, right?
Yeah.
That means you'll get double the rewards.
So let me find my.
I think his character has, 2 first level spell slots?
2 first level. So this is it for, like, This is it for the day for your first levels, if you don't get a good chance to rest, which is, you have a morning that you have to get back to.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Now, that doesn't mean there won't be other opportunities, but this is it for your magical healing.
I don't want to waste that now. Okay. Okay. Well, then I'm
Drax
just going to
dies.
hide behind Drax.
Why'd you move me?
I didn't mean
I'm
to move.
closer. I'm right
I'm going to
here.
hide behind Drax, whisper lovingly in his ear, go get him, big boy.
You can
Oh, you know I'm
also
the big
cast
boy.
cantrips won't affect your spell slots.
Correct. So you can cast those all day long.
Once a cantrips.
Those are the 0 level ones?
So the 0 level ones I can cast as much as I want.
Yeah, like guidance.
Interesting. Oh yeah, so I can do guidance or
with resistance, does that just go for the elemental stuff, or can you go for slashing, bludgeoning, piercing?
I believe it's just elemental. Let me go ahead and take a look.
Okay.
Touch one creature before the spell ends. Target gets a d4 to add on the number rolled in a saving throw of its choice. Okay, so that's any saving throw.
Oh, okay.
So I can
Resistance
use-
and guidance are very similar. Guidance
if I
just works
use-
on any ability check.
resistance on Drax. Well, so if I use guidance on Drax now, if he moves forward and needs to do a check, he can be a bit safer.
Yes, if he had to, make a saving throw of any kind. Or if he had to, oppose strength because they're wrestling or something like that. You could also go ahead and do Sacred Flame and actually target one of these guys and do some damage. But if it's not in your character to do that, that's entirely up to you.
I feel like I feel like my guy's not really. He'd only really attack if he was in mortal danger or someone else was, and I think right now it'd be smarter to buff Drax so that when he moves in, he's got a bit of backup.
That sounds like
Okay.
an energy drink.
What
Buff
does
Drax.
when you give Drax resistance? How does that visualize as the spell casts?
I reach under his loincloth and light emanates.
It goes, hallelujah.
Drax, you're feeling pretty good right about now,
Oh, yeah.
and that's convenient because it's your turn.
Oh, sick. Okay. How many spots are they away? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, your chest is a little caved in, but otherwise you're fine.
Yeah. I can get there barely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can get the first guy if I needed to. But what I think I'm gonna do. Wait. So what exactly did Ben do to me? What is that?
He gave you resistance. That won't really come up unless you have to resist something. Like, Drow are known for their poison. I can tell you, your characters have probably heard that. So if you had to resist poison, then that would help.
I think right now, I would like to take out my big metal shield and just hide behind it as much as I could,
Okay.
just here.
I picked the right guy to be behind.
All right. So you're blocking. You're ready for them to come at you. You want to ready in action again, just like before?
Sure.
Okay, just in case they attack you. All right. Damaris.
All right, so I am going to look at the group of Drow, and I'm going to try to persuade them not to hurt us.
Okay.
But at the same time, I'm going to get ready to cast
I
a spell.
thought you were going to be like, at the same time, I'm going to hurt them.
I mean, maybe it's probably going to turn into that. But
Okay.
as I'm sitting there, I kind of have my hands ready to do the hand motions for the spell against them, and I look at them and I say, "You've seen that just the 5 of us have been able to easily run your quarry away. So why don't you just do the same and leave us be? We won't hunt that creature anymore because that's not our purpose down here." And do you want me to roll persuasion on that? Or?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. And then I'd also like to kind of gauge their response, and then I'll cast my spell whether it works or not. So that I got a 19 total.
19 is fantastic. Go ahead and roll an insight in addition to see how you feel they responded.
13 total.
13. Okay. Well, they're not masking their hate. So even though your persuasion was very good, they are answering to a higher calling as far as they see it, and they are not budging. Does anyone in the party speak Undercommon?
I do.
Yes.
The leader turns to his party. You feel that he is Damaris. You feel that he is not budging on your persuasion. He turns to his party and whispers something in Undercommon, which Joe, you know to be, or Rowan specifically knows to be, 2 of you in the barn. One of them's hiding.
Okay,
And then
so
he begins to move forward.
so as he begins to move forward, I'm like, well, now you see, and I'm kind of looking back at the group. I thought my persuasion skills were pretty much on fire, and then I cast create campfire or create bonfire. Yeah, create bonfire.
Oh, interesting.
Nice.
On the spot. Oops, sorry. On the spot of the leader. This is the leader, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so with create bonfire, it creates a 5-foot. Let's see, where is it? Come on.
It's a
There,
dexterity
okay.
saving throw.
Uh,
Looks like.
Right. Create a bonfire on the ground that you can see within range. Until the spell ends, the bonfire fills a 5-foot cube. Any creature in the bonfire space, when you cast the spell, must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 1d8 fire damage. A creature must also make a saving throw when it enters the bonfire space for the first time. So.
All right. I have a feeling he's taking the damage. I went ahead and rolled his save. What is your saving throw DC?
13.
Okay, yeah, he's taking the damage. Go ahead and roll your D8.
Woohoo.
Could have had.
All right. Let's see. Where's my D8? There it is.
I'm the first.
1.
Aww.
1 fire damage.
Aww.
Could I get any emotional damage from that sick burn that I gave him?
Right. So let's just go ahead and
What?
let's mark that space as a magical fire springs up under his feet when he's about to charge at you. His feet, he does the run on hot coals. He kind of hops and skips away from it, staggered, wondering what the hell just happened. Yeah, he looks back, having taken 1 damage, but now he just thinks you're a target. So he finishes his, or he's going to resume his action. Why is the Tabletop Simulator? What are you doing? Is someone else moving him?
No.
Is that what happened?
Because of how your camera's positioned, the barn gets
Yeah.
in the way.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't even getting close to the barn. Now I've lost him.
If Adam's turn is over, though, I'm gonna go ahead and take a free action to just say,
I think he's
I don't
stuck under
know.
the table.
I
"Hey,
don't know.
Kata, they know you're there."
Oh, well, shit.
There he is. Okay. All right. Yeah. So he comes rushing
Oh.
here, a very aggressive young warrior. Meanwhile, these two are going to make a full dash into the barn. They're not hiding what they're doing at all. So they are technically in there with you, looking around for you.
Oh.
So fast.
Yeah, but they can't attack this round because they dashed. They just double move, basically. This guy... come on, Fountain. Is going to come here. His buddy next to him. One of them in Undercommon says, "Should we use the poison?" And
No.
and the other says, "No, save it. The beast is still out there." So let's see. Drax and Rowan are going to get fired at with crossbow bolts.
Okay.
That is a miss on Drax. So Drax, you have your shield up. Crossbow bolt comes whistling through the air and hits with a hard pang, and you catch it. Rowan, unfortunately, you are definitely hit.
No.
These are very small hand crossbows, so they don't do a huge amount of damage, but it's certainly not fun either. 5 damage for Rowan. As one of these things just plugs into probably an artery in your leg for that much damage.
He took an arrow to the knee.
Yeah.
Hey!
And then the the one in the far back here did not actually make it up enough to do any attacks. The one who has charge right at Damrus is going to swing that chain mightily. Whew, and he hits too.
Ah.
Yeah.
Am I close enough to do a reaction?
Oh, right. I'm sorry. You did have that. Yes, you can do that as well. I forgot you had that
Yay.
ready.
Protect me!
Yeah. I'll if I can, I'll do that. Put it in the altered dice tower.
So, is any of the leaders' clothes on fire? Bonfire?
Okay.
No, his boots are just a little bit heated up.
Is there a modifier?
A little melty. It's your regular attack roll, so you would use your attack skill.
Or the
your
total attack bonus for the longsword?
Yeah, the total attack bonus, yep.
So it's 5 on top of the 9 that I rolled, so 14.
14 will hit. Yep.
Yes. Okay. And then I do the d8 plus 3. Eight.
Nice. Yeah.
Ooh.
So he comes in. He's got the chain kind of, humming as he spins it overhead, and he comes straight at your buddy there. But you're in it in a second. You turn the shield, you block the crossbow, and then you just swing hard with the sword. And he had already taken the 1 point. He's still standing, but you knock him hard in the arm and sort of stagger him to the side, and then he finishes his chain swing.
And how much damage did I take?
You're going to take 4 damage, Damrus.
Yeah.
So the chain just kind of rips across your face, leaving a nice cut there. And then he took... I'm sorry, how much was it again from Drax?
8.
8. Okay, so he's up to 9. Fully taken. Sweet. So yeah, he's looking real bad already. And then we go to Rowan.
All right. So the bolt in his leg has actually kind of tempered his anger a little bit. He's the pain helped him focus in on the fight. Even with his wounds, he's gonna charge in on a limp and try to give this guy what for.
What for?
All right. So we'll start with the little old dagger swing. Ooh.
Meanwhile, the leader is hissing at Damrus, "You ruined our trap. You'll have to serve the mistress's hunt, so we can
you
be
ruined
elevated."
my pretty face. So you're gonna have to pay for that.
I'm gonna apologize to his minion with a dagger. And I think I got like a 24. So
Oh yeah, definitely hits.
see how that damage goes through. See if these guys have some minion-sized health, perhaps.
You're about to find out anyway.
Ooh. And I got a 7 damage on this guy.
Nice. Yeah. And that was just one hit. Your first one missed, I assume.
No, that was my first hit.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah. So this is your dagger.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine you just kind of run in, grab him by the shoulder, and just jab. And you haven't seen the life go out of his eyes yet, but you have this thing buried to the hilt in his stomach.
Fucking love this game.
I'm gonna. I'm with the same arm with my dagger's holding. I'm gonna kind of wheel my elbow up and try to slap him in the face.
Nice.
Oh, I rolled both on accident. But you know what? That's a critical elbow.
Ooh, that's a critical elbow.
Yes, some pointy elbows you got.
So I guess I already rolled the d4 along with it. So I'll take that 3 and roll this. It's 2. I roll twice the damage.
With a critical. Yep, you roll a die twice, but you only have the modifier once.
Okay. So that's looking
Nice.
like a good old 10 damage elbow.
Did the other die even roll?
I rolled it when I rolled the d20. I can roll
Oh,
again
I
if
see.
you want.
Okay, I see. Yeah. So after jamming your dagger into his gut, you basically rip his jaw off with your elbow.
Jesus.
I mean, that's a neck-breaking hit. He's down. So I don't know if I can. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, just destroyed that guy, and that gives the leader a brief pause. He actually looks over his shoulder and looks a little bit worried, but then he sneers back at Damaris, wanting to look strong. Ben. No, I'm sorry, Kata. You're in that barn with 2 guys, and they're looking for you.
Oh no, they're looking for me. Oh. How far away are they? How far away are they from me in the inn? Are they
So the
like
barn,
downstairs?
they're in the same floor as you, and we're gonna kind of use space loosely in there. We're gonna say that as soon as they find you, they can swing on you, but since you know where they are, you can swing on them immediately.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and sneak around the back of one of them then, if they don't know where I am. If I can.
Yeah. So make a stealth roll, and if it succeeds, then you can get your sneak attack.
Dun, 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 dun. Come on, 13, and then I've got 5, have I?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah!
Definitely.
Take it. No one's
These guys even know you're there. So now you roll your attack roll,
Okay, how much damage
and you'll be able to
that?
add your extra damage.
8.
If you hit. That's the unfortunate. No, 8 plus your attack modifier,
Which one's
which
that?
is tough. You might not hit.
Can you use inspiration post-roll?
Yes.
the
We're gonna say yes, even if it's not right.
Okay.
We're gonna go for what's fun and what's quick.
As far as I know, the inspiration, you can choose to use it after you roll, but before the DM says what happened.
Okay. Well, I haven't said it yet, so because I don't know what her total is. So yeah, Dawn, if you're concerned that might not hit, which actually, I mean, you rolled an 8. It looks like you actually have a +5 attack bonus.
Okay.
So that's a 13. So if you feel like that might hit, you don't have to use it. But if you want to, you can roll an extra d20 and take the better one.
Oh, let's try that. Let's try that.
All right. So this is called rolling with advantage. You get to roll 2 d20. You already rolled 1.
Hey, come on, may the luck be with me. Oh.
Okay, so that was worse. So you're stuck with the first roll, but this is a good learning experience because it turns out your first roll was just fine.
Oh, good.
So your 13 catches this guy unaware, and you are using your daggers, I think. Is that what you said?
Yeah, my jewel daggers.
You plunge it into him. So you get your damage, which is a d4 plus 3, and then you get your sneak attack as well on top of that.
Oh,
Just
sorry.
another D6.
Sorry for killing you.
Well, you got to roll the damage still. So he's not dead until you've done enough to kill him. You know?
I just poked him by accident. He fell straight
Oh,
off.
okay.
So is it another 20 for the extra?
No, it's a d4 and then a d6.
A new
And then-
kind of dice. What is this?
Yeah. And then you get to add a 6. I mean, a 3 on top of that, just a flat 3.
Yeah.
All right, Dawn,
See
you've
more
rolled
Biggley's mouth.
your d3, it looks like. I mean, your d4, you got a 3.
Yes.
And then did you roll a d6 as well?
No.
Let's do that.
Which is the D6? I've never used a D6.
That's the regular, Monopoly die.
Oh, boring. I thought it was going to be all, magical and full of rainbows. No, it's just a Monopoly die. Oh, by the
Monopoly's
station,
Aww.
please. It's a 1!
Yeah.
Aw.
So 4 plus the 3 is your modifier, so you've done 7 damage to him. So this
Okay.
guy is not quite dead, but not feeling good.
He's not
However,
feeling
you're
so
now
good.
exposed. They both know you're there.
No, and I haven't got much health.
Use him as a meat shield.
Hey guys, I could use some help in here!
Yeah, good call. So that was Kata. Ben, you're up next.
Alright, this is a bit of a complicated situation.
Isn't it, though? Isn't that what's great?
So,
Okay.
So I have this policy as a DM. My job is to create problems, not to solve them. Your guys' job is to solve them.
Okay. So, real quick, I have a total 3 health out of 7. So,
yeah.
It's
okay,
bad.
so I just want to reconfirm the situation. So from my perspective, first off, well, I say first off, but I'll just go one by one. Our friendly monk chap over here has just run over here and elbowed a guy's jaw off. That's what I've witnessed. Their leader attacked Damaris and then got clocked by Drax, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way I can tell how damaged he is? Do I know how much health he has?
I would say the word "very" is applicable here. I mean, that rocked him, and he barely managed to finish the swing on Damaris. But Damaris is hurting bad too.
Damaris hurt pretty bad. And I don't necessarily know what's gone on in the barn, but all I've heard is a scuffle.
Yeah.
I think Dawn
And then-
called out.
Exactly, that's what I was going to say. And then Kata called out for help.
Okay. So... Okay. I have a plan.
I know, right? Who lives and who
But-
dies?
Well,
Vaguely.
the thing is, see, I'm trying to think from my character perspective, because I said earlier that I'm not, really one for getting too combative. But
This might be a
I've
good time
just
to
heard-
remind you that Dawn still needs her sandwich.
That's true. Dawn needs a sandwich. I need to
Continue,
complete my
sorry.
mission to get Dawn's sandwich. I've heard she's in trouble. A guy right next to me is about to die. One of my dudes has gone insane and started ripping off jaws. I'm in a bit tight spot. So my plan is to try and take out the leader, to try and create fear.
Oh,
I
wow.
want to use
Heal no one. I love it.
Sacred Flame on the leader.
Oh.
Nice.
I figure if I light him up, then that might...
Isn't that a
Pick up
Katy
the
Perry
others.
song?
So for
Sacred-
Sacred Flame, I make a dexterity saving throw. So I'm going to roll that. And I will tell you that I have a 13. You have a saving throw DC. And that is going to be for you, I think at this point, probably a 10 plus your wisdom modifier.
My wisdom modifier is +2.
Oh.
Wait, saving throw?
Your total wisdom modifier. So
I don't know what that means.
the great misfortune here.
Oh, doesn't he have... I thought there was a base modifier from his
There
class
he
as
is.
well.
It's usually like somewhere around 10 at level 1. Like it's 8 plus that. It's like 8 plus proficiency, which would be 2 probably.
Right, yes, that is correct.
And then
It's,
wisdom modifier, which is another 2.
Yeah.
So sadly, he needed a 12 and he got a 13, so he succeeded. So your holy flame that you fire out in a sort of panic after you've looked at all your options goes astray.
That's some very fun visual imagery in my mind. Just a guy in a plot going crazy and shooting fire. That's brilliant.
So yeah, there's just wildfire going out, and unfortunately, their leader is still up. Drax.
All right. How injured is their leader guy?
Very. He's holding his arm, he's got the chain kind of like pressed up against it, he's hoping to be able to swing again, and I mean, he's staggered, he's looking bad.
Well, you see, this is where role-playing gets difficult for me. I'm trying to figure out what my character would do.
Is there
Okay.
someone you can eat?
We'll get there.
Well, I mean, the Drow's right in front of you, and there's a nice toasty bonfire right over here.
Oh my god.
Let me just see how far...
Orc needs food.
You don't need to use that.
Well, I
Can
mean,
you throw him onto the roof of the building? Is that what you're looking at?
I'm just, trying to... I was actually trying to see if I could get to this guy over here.
I don't know which guy you're getting to because it doesn't
sorry.
seem to it
Oh,
doesn't seem
oh.
to display the same way,
Whoops.
but that's okay.
Whoops.
Just
I was trying to see if I could get to this guy over here.
if you leave this guy, he's going to attack you. If you don't do a disengage and use your entire turn to disengage.
Oh, shoot.
What's Drax's first impulse? Let's just go there.
He would probably try to bash him with his shield or something because it's got
Okay.
that arrow sticking out of it.
Okay.
God.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll an attack roll.
Roll an attack roll. It's fun.
It is a fun.
It's a 9, and then I don't know. Would the total attack bonus just be the same as my longsword?
Yeah, just use your longsword. We can flavor it with the shield.
So 14.
So what you're actually doing is probably lunging at him with your sword. He raises up his chain and sort of clashes with the sword, but then you take the shield and you just slam it into him. And there's your hit, so roll your damage.
Yeah. Nine total.
9. Yeah. Okay. So you've got his chain wrapped around your sword. You're sort of wrestling. The shield comes down, and you just cave in his chest and bash his face and leave him a bloody pile.
Boom.
Critical.
As soon as their leader falls, these others here behind the fountain start crying out in Undercommon. Retreat! Fall back! Parlay! They start saying anything they can. The ones inside with Dawn who were just about to attack you, they look around left and right and they start to retreat away from you as well. They're going to disengage.
Yeah,
Are
that's
they
right.
going
Get
to
out
come
of
out
here.
of the? Are they going to come out of the?
They're
barn
going to come
entrance?
out of those barn doors.
Okay. Is it close to my turn?
Let's see here. Technically, you would be up before they even get their action, so you can do that as they're coming out. Yeah,
Okay.
but they're
So-
falling back.
So as their leader falls, and I hear them coming out behind me, I turn around and I immediately cast Burning Hands towards both of them.
Okay.
So they will need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
And it's a 15-foot cube.
All right. At
Or, no,
least
15
one of
foot-
them
oh.
fails. What is their DC?
It's 13 would be the DC.
Okay. Both fail.
Okay, so with Burning Hands,
Wait a minute. You said 13?
yes.
I'm so sorry. One of them passes. Sorry.
Okay, a creature takes 3d6 fire damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful one.
Nice. Okay.
So, 2, 3.
There we go. Aww.
Oh.
Oh.
All right, so a total of 5 damage on these guys, and
And two.
I
This one's
also
appearing as a 3. The one was appearing as a 3.
It's okay. We got it. Don't worry about just call it as we see it. Don't. Yeah.
okay, and then I also get to roll the wild magic. Come on, roll a 1, roll a 1, roll a 1. Damn it!
You can't.
Oh.
You can't have a
Ah.
problem, no matter how much you want. So these guys take some pretty serious singeing, and the one in the front more so than the other. But they all back up and they start putting their hands up, and they're like, "No, we will negotiate."
Okay. I walk up to the more damaged one in front of me here. Oop. Probably that guy that I just knocked over. But I walk up to both of them and grab one of them, grab one of their arms,
Okay.
and I use thaumaturgy to change the color of my eyes to a stark black as I'm looking at them. And I
Okay.
also along with that, with thaumaturgy, I can do 3 of the different things in there. I'm also going to change my voice and make it louder. Not too loud, just loud enough for these guys back here to also hear me.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, "You're going to do 2 things for me. You're going to tell me if there are any other Drow scouting parties or other monsters in this immediate vicinity. And 2,
He nods frantically.
you will leave and not bother my party again."
He nods frantically again. Yes, there are others. We have a campment. The mistress has brought us here on the hunt, but we can promise that we will not attack you, and we can speak to the mistress on your behalf.
Let them know that the fire demon sends his regards. And I let go of his arm.
Okay, and he backs away, nodding. Anyone else have anything they want to do here?
I'm just gonna shout casually, "You can't trust a drow."
I have something I want to do. They said they had a mistress, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to send them off with a token of good faith.
Oh.
One of the non-vegetarian
Sandwich.
sandwiches.
Oh, I
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a sandwich.
Deliver this to your mistress.
I hope she enjoys it.
Tell her the fire demon sent it.
And
Fire demon senses sandwiches.
I use prestidigitation to toast the bread on the
jeez.
sandwich as it's being handed over.
She's never had a toasted sandwich, and she's just gonna
He's
love it.
so confused.
Vinegar
But he
is 25
promises.
cents.
He promises he will deliver it. And in fact, he says that you could follow and meet the mistress if you like, or I can take it to her and report back.
I don't know. If she doesn't like it, she might get mad.
What do you think, guys?
Doesn't sound like a nice lady.
I feel like a sandwich is a good enough pie.
I'm sure she'll enjoy your gift.
I'd like to take their leader and like hold him, throw him over my shoulder, and carry him like a bag over to the fire. Over to the fire.
Oh, he looks mortified.
And I look back at both of them and I say, "Be on your way. And if I ever catch you crossing my path again, you'll burn just like your leader over there."
Yes.
Oh, actually, I was
And
gonna prepare her to eat him, but you know that's cool too.
I assume that's what you were.
Stop falling over, Drax.
These guys keep phasing through the floor for some reason.
Oh, que la
I
chingada.
need to give them new powers next
They're,
time I run this.
They're floor walkers.
Yeah, floor walkers.
Jesus, Drow.
I'll go ahead and loot the corpse of this drow over here.
Okay. So they take off in the only real tunnel that is available from this area now that the cave-in has happened, hurriedly leaving behind their dead. And Joe, you loot the one who is not currently on fire. He carries a hand crossbow, of course, that he shot you with. Excuse me. Carries a hand crossbow, of course, that he shot you with. Not a particularly great weapon, but it does do a d6 damage. And then he also has some vials of a sort of green, bubbly liquid. 2 of them.
That's probably a drink.
Yeah, you should have some.
Did he have any gold on him or coins?
He has these pieces of obsidian stamped with a spider sigil that, as near as you can tell, they're sort of hex-shaped. They probably operate as coins, given that they're in a little pouch.
I'll take those, but I'll discard the rest of the stuff on the ground and leave it to my party if they want it.
Yeah. And the only other thing he has left is a short sword.
I don't want that.
And then he's wearing a sort of it's certainly metal chain, but it is almost a like a purple material. This metal, it's a strange type of metal you're not familiar with, but
does purple mean magic?
you wouldn't know if it is.
I'm gonna ignore it. I mean, it's not something my character would be interested in anyhow. What I do need to do is climb this fountain again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
There's
we have
a
that.
wriggling body.
forgot about that guy.
Are you
All
still
right.
there?
He is still there.
Oh my god.
As all that's going on, I'm gonna check the room where the drow burst out from.
Okay. Damaris, you open the doors there, and you have some sort of. It looks like this place was only able to survive the fire because it was built by dwarven hands. Strong stonework. You enter a brewery, and you have the various tools and implements of brewing and a few wooden casks laid around the place.
All right, I look back over my shoulder and I say to Drax, "Would you like some ale with your kibbles and drow?"
Of course.
Kibbles and drow.
All right, so I guess there would be like cups or tankards over here somewhere.
Definitely tankards. Yeah. You go and you find some of those, and like I said, the casks. And as soon as you lift one, it's a bit heavy, dwarven make, of course, and pop it, the pungency, the potency of what comes out of that thing, it smells very strong.
Oh, don't drink too much of that.
I think to myself, well, he's eating dwarf. He's probably stout enough to take this stuff. I'm gonna take it back to him.
Okay, you pour him a mug. That's great. Joe, you're climbing up on top of that thing, and now that you're out of,
Combat.
any risk of
By the
danger
way,
at the
while
moment.
this is all going on, can I just quickly pop in the burning building and make sure the elf's alright?
Yeah, she still hasn't come out.
Left her there.
Yes,
You know what?
absolutely.
I'm fine. I'm just chilling, enjoying the victory of battle.
Wishing she had a vegetarian sandwich.
Yeah, where's my sandwich at? Go back to the kitchen. Where's my sandwich?
Yeah, so she's fine. Probably still hiding just in case another attack happens in this space. Joe, you step up and there's a little bit less wriggle to the body. He's fading. Mm-hmm. But you sever him. He drops down onto that highest point of the fountain there.
I'll clear up his face. Any weapon that's on his face.
Yeah, you cut it open and pull away from his mouth and eyes. And you have a very, very pale figure here. He's lost a lot of blood, and he just looks at you like he's in shock.
You didn't make it very far, did you?
The Drow. Dark Elves. They attacked.
Last I saw, Drows didn't make webs like this.
They have a mistress. She cast a spell. Caught us all up. We didn't stand a chance.
Were you sent here by Solomon?
You know him. He sent you to rescue us.
I'm sorry, friend. I don't think you're making it out of here alive.
I need healing. My friend's pouch. He has some.
My party needs healing too.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna leave the fountain.
While we're in
oh no!
While we're in the barn, can we hear this?
Yeah.
Probably not in the barn. I would say Drax is hearing it.
Jesus. And Damaris and me?
Damaris was getting ale while that was going on.
So, alright, so I'm currently... Okay, cool.
Huh. Did this guy happen, or did their leader dude happen to drop his mace thing over there? Because I forgot to loot him.
It was a spiked chain, but
spiked chain.
Yeah.
Okay, because I forgot to loot him. Can I get that?
Yeah, sure.
That sounds sick.
I mean, I'm sure that with you preparing sentient beings that normally wear clothes, I'm pretty sure that you would know to strip them of their clothes and then cook them, right? So his stuff might be lying in a pile somewhere.
Well, I mean, Drax is an idiot.
It's like when you cook something on the grill wrapped in foil, you just leave the armor on so it traps in that flavor.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm really hungry now.
For drow. Does anybody have any drow? Anybody know a good place where I can get some drow?
I think they do it in Subway.
It's Subway.
I'd like the roast beef and Drow.
It's like the first episode of Bob's Burgers where they're like under inspection for selling human meat. It's like, what?
Nick, I want to just reconfirm something. So I entered the barn looking for Kaya.
Yes.
And you said she's probably still hiding because of, the combat.
Oh, she came out to attack, so I don't think she's hiding from you.
Okay, good, because I was going to say, because that would make it seem like I'd walked in, saw blood splattered on the walls, and I have no idea where she's gone.
Yeah, I mean, that's up to Dawn, really, isn't it? Is she hiding from you or not?
I'm going to jump out from behind a broken barrel or something and just go, yahoo!
Tickle him a little bit?
Yeah, tickle him a bit. With my daggers.
Suddenly there's another sacred flame flying out of the barn.
I scream and run out and yell monster, not knowing what's really
Oh great, another fight, here we go.
As he runs out, I slam the doors closed.
I hate when doors don't get slammed.
No, I do wait until you're out and you're a screaming monster. Okay. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I slam the doors.
Good.
Okay. So you've got your pint for the orc. The orc has heard the rogue just kind of... Or not the rogue, I'm sorry, the monk give up on this guy. And now everyone's reconvening around the fire.
I look over to the skeleton and the blood and I'm like, this doesn't make for good rest conditions, and I use prestidigitation and I clean up the blood and some of the crime off the body.
Yeah, it's kind of...
do I see anything of value while I'm doing that?
Well, he does have a little satchel that kind of tips over when you're cleaning off the blood and whatnot.
As he's doing that, I'll approach and say, we'll find some good valuables on him.
I will take the satchel and rummage through it.
Yeah. So he has, conveniently, 3... little potions, little vials, I should say, of a kind of clear bluish liquid. It has a sweet smell, and it's something that everybody easily knows as cure wounds potions. So.
Oh, so that was his partner, the guy up there.
Yes.
Nope.
The drow killed the one and then hung the other for bait.
That's like a Saw level twist right there.
All right,
Yeah,
so I will pocket one of the potions and then offer the potions to either Drax or Roan.
And I will say he was also a adventurer himself, so he's got some mundane equipment as well, like a spool of rope and a rapier, just some other, maybe a few gold coins in a pouch, nothing crazy, just like 12 coins or something like that.
Some knick-knack paddywhacks.
Yeah, he's. Yeah.
I think I'll go ahead and slurp down the potion now.
Are we going to rest here?
Dawn, you're never going to leave the barn, because right now...
I kind of want to come out. Can I come out? Am I allowed to?
Are you coming out of the closet?
Yeah, Dawn. It's
Alright.
just say when you want to.
I come dramatically out of the closet, and I come over here. I'm like, hey, what's happening?
I apologize for calling you a monster.
I turn and take her in my arms.
And offer her a piece of drow.
Oh,
Yes, offer her a piece of drow.
I say, ugh, and I kind of make a really disgusted face, and I just kind of push it away from me.
She's a vegetarian.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Sensitive words.
How silly of me.
Oh, sorry.
Damaris hands you that pint of ale.
Oh, yes. Oh, yay.
So as I look around the group, I say, well, that was an interesting start. I might need a little bit of a rest before we keep going through here. Let's see, you guys.
We do only have a few more hours.
I do think your words with the drow have alleviated any issues that might arise with them, but we should still keep watch if we do.
Keep
I
in
have a
mind that
mission
we
to
do have a
complete.
deadline.
I have a mission to complete. Elf. I have something for you.
oh, what could it possibly be?
It's a delicious
wonder.
Solomon sandwich.
Oh, I'm so hungry after all my sneaking around and doing nothing.
Give her the wrong one.
I'm kind. I'm not going to give it a wrong one. I did call it a
Meat
monster.
sandwich.
Drax, are you enjoying your meal?
Oh, yes.
How's the ale?
Doing it very well. It's...
Well, as soon as you take a swig of it,
There we go.
I'll tell you for that.
the burning that fills your nostrils, waters your eyes, and goes down your throat is incredibly intense. More than any drink you've ever had, for sure. Go ahead and make a Constitution save for me.
Yes.
Oh,
Someone's gonna get wasted.
Constitution save. Okay, so that's a +2.
Luckily, drow are salty, so that should help him.
No, yours is a +4 because you are proficient.
Oh,
So that's
yay.
the check mark, the thing next to it. It's a saving throw side is what you want for this. And you also had resistance cast on you, I believe, right?
Yes.
So you can add a d4 to this roll if you choose, and that resistance is going to be going away pretty soon. So
Yeah,
just
sure.
to go ahead and use it, it might be a good time.
D4.
Because in the next minute here, it's gone, so yeah. It only lasts a minute in the first place, I mean, but... yeah, so that's not
2.
bad.
And then that, and then my +5, so that's 20.
Yeah. Oh, it's actually a +4, not a +5, but still.
Oh, 19.
Is solid. So, you drink what should never be called a drink, and there's just this, this moment, right? It burns as it goes down. It tastes god-awful. And then we have an almost cartoonish, bubbling in your stomach. The rumbling is practically visible through your armor.
It's like Panda Express.
And then you just belch real loud.
Oh yeah, definitely Panda Express.
You take it. It didn't feel good, but you take it.
Yay!
Very, very old alcohol. It's dwarven
Vintage.
alcohol at that.
Just like the drinks of yore.
Okay. Well, if that's that, then you guys can take your probably an hour rest.
Yeah, so this would be considered a short rest.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and definitely roll my hit die.
Yes, so everyone can do that if they need it. I don't recommend doing it if you didn't take any damage. But if you want to heal, you roll your hit die, you add your Constitution modifier, and you get that many hit points back without having to spend a healing potion or anything like that.
Okay.
Back
Oh.
to full. Oh yeah.
Wait, so what do I roll?
So your hit die, for you, that's going to be a D10.
Okay. Oh, there
And
it
then-
is.
And then you add your Constitution modifier, which is 2.
I thought it was I'm proficient.
No, that's for saving throws. This is not a saving throw.
Oh,
This is like,
okay.
Yeah, saving throws are reactionary, like something happened and now you have to resist it. This is you choosing to rest up and heal up a little bit.
Is this something you can do once per short rest, or?
It's once per short rest, and it's you spend your hit dice, and since you're all level 1, you have 1 to do for the adventure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm back to full health.
Rock on.
Yay.
I think you're full, Joe's full. How did Damaris end up?
I'm full.
Okay, great. So, as camp is made, I think this is a good place to stop for our episode 2. So I hope everybody has been enjoying watching this. We're going to probably finish up, I think, pretty soon here on the next episode. If you like it and you want to make this a critical success, please like and comment and share it out to your friends. And if everything goes well and this adventure ends well, maybe we'll do more of these in the future. Bye, everybody.